Good day, One Nation Tribal Alliance, brothers and sisters. Today, I am coming to you all with, I guess, really what I need to start working on is to really go more openly about the teachings that I had received, because one of the things that I have been, I guess, hesitant about teaching is really what I was taught from the very beginning. The really stuff that was really, I guess, very important from the very beginning of my teachings, because some of the elders that taught me while I was at a very young age were just constantly on top of me about learning what they are trying to tell me. And I guess when I started being taught at the age of 9, again, I go back and say my awakening was back when I was about 3 years of age, when I got lost and everything. And, I kept asking myself, why me, why me? And when I first started my teachings came first. I had the elders of my medicine group just kind of like pinned me down and started going to the very, very basics of everything. And so, excuse me. And so one of the things that I'm gonna do today is that I'm gonna start like a little mini series of basically I guess, sharing what I was taught, because it's very important to me now that I am starting to go out and I'm openly teaching what I need to teach. And what I need to tell you is that we all have many ways of saying, we are awakened. You know, being awakened is like, I'm awakened. That's it. I'm awoke. But it's really, that's not the proper word. Several people or several different uh, organizations call it different. I'm not going to call it churches or religions or anything, because a lot of them are spiritual people. And in Zuni, we call it two things. Well, it's called two things. One of them is Tomayu he Tokyanakya, which is mean you are being awoken. And the other one is Kishtom Yu he Tote, meaning that are you awakened enough to move forward? Well, I thought about that for a while, but I'm gonna go in a couple of things, which is one of them. What I'm awakened, being awakened, has so many different. Is being, I guess, taught so many different ways. Like the Buddhists, they call it enlightenment. Enlightenment. That's what they call it. When you are enlightened. Your Buddhahood is enlightened, meaning your spirit is woke. Not the avatar, but your spirit is awoke. The Christians call it being born again. Your spirit has been reborn again. For what? You know? And so, again, and I told you what it means in Zuni. So, what I'm getting to is that being awoken, and when you start being taught, and a lot of us, like I'm fortunate enough to where I had my elders teach me to be awoken. I guess because I started my practice at age of 7, and that's a very young age to be starting it. So when I started it at that age, I was hovered and carried on and washed over and everything while they were teaching me. Whereas some of us, when we get awoken at a older age, we tend to say, okay, I'm awake, and we can see how we don't belong in a 3D world. We see that what is going on out there, not that doesn't correspond with what you are awakened from. Awaken is basically being aware. Being aware is what is out there. Awakening is seeking to learn, to understand the knowledge of what is being a spiritual person, what this spirit is inside this avatar. When I was taught that my spirit is awoken, I started being taught many things. The first thing I was taught is you're going to see things that are disturbing. And when you say I am being disturbed of what I see, it just means like, well, why am I disturbed? Because it's beyond imagination. Beyond imagination. I was taught about sky beams, and I was taught about things that could happen. The I guess the magic, and I was taught you know about what really is the dark of how they what they really want from us, and you know the magic being psychic surgery. I can't explain how it happens, but in FOHA, in scientific term, FOHA, they teaches you that you're bringing in the universal energy into an earthly solid matter in your hand. That's psychic surgery, taking it. What is placed in you, you're taking it. And I did not see that until I saw the dark side during a ceremony where they put an object in the middle of the table and they're chanting reverse until the object disappeared. And when the object disappeared, the spirit of the object, whoever they were sending it to, they grabbed either a picture or a body piece or whatever that person had dropped or whatever they took from that person and put it in it. And that's how it goes. The spirit of it goes into that person like that. And so when I saw that, I said, okay. And then as people that do psychic surgery, they go in there and they reverse it because their power is more strong. They pull it out without, and that's the magic of it coming out and getting into your hand. It's hard for me to describe that. It's hard for me to describe what when I meditate and go into the upper dimensions. People say, "What does it look like? What does it feel like? Can you tell me?" I can't. It's undescribable. That's what's disturbing. Things that you see, that you are shown, that you don't understand, which is disturbing because you're trying to, like, I'm trying to explain to you what I know, but it's really hard for me because you're going to say, he's going nuts. He's crazy. That couldn't happen. That's not true. Nobody can do that. But that's what I mean. That's why we isolate ourselves. That's why my people isolated me. They kept me away from everybody. That's why I had to fast once a month. When I fasted, they hovered over me, they taught me and everything. One of the elders that taught me, he was a blind man from birth, but he did not, you know, act like he was blind. He did not act like he was disabled. He got up just like a normal person would, had his own bedroom and everything. He got up and whenever he wants to, He could put on his clothes and everything. He could walk around the village just like the rest. Every once in a while, and he knew exactly where he was at. But sometimes he'll get confused and he'll get lost and he'll stop and he'll clap. When he claps, he can hear the echoes from the buildings, and he knew exactly where he was. And then he'll go from there, go on home. So if he can do that, now let him try to explain to you how he does that, how he knows his birth, how he knows where he's at. That's For us, that will be hard to explain because we can't do that. But when you search and seek, you can do that. You can do that. That's the thing about what I am going to go on this mini series is because, you know, I want to really, really start sharing what is beyond your imagination, if you can. You know, I'm not here to blow your mind, but I want to show you. Because one of the other things that they taught us is that you got to understand, you know, that the spirit is everywhere, is everywhere. And, you know, one of the things that I was taught very, very deeply was that the creator, our father, is everywhere. Just like we walk around Mother Earth everywhere we go. There's not a day in the world that you separate from Mother Earth by just walking off. This whole planet is Mother Earth, so you can't get away from Mother Earth. It's like the spirit, the spirit. If you look for the spirit up there, you might as well give it up because the Father is not up there. Remember about what I told you about of 7 spiritual directions: north, east, south, west, up and down. And the 7th one is you. Why are you the 7th spirit? Because Father and Mother are everywhere. You're like in a dome of protection. They're everywhere, all 4 directions, top, bottom. So you're like in a dome of protection. And see, when you start seeking, being awakened, you know, a lot of people say, well, I'll go to the 5th dimension, I get to the fine, fine. But, you know, be careful of what you can see out there, what can come to you out there. You know, when you're up there in a higher realm, if a butterfly flies over you and says, get out of my way, what you gonna do? You're gonna stop and think and says, that's not a butterfly. You're gonna say, that's somebody else. You're gonna start thinking, no, it is a real butterfly. You can tell you, please move, get out of my way. Because everything, we all have to respect the, you know, mystical stuff as much as they will respect us. Because again, a lot of people, you know, when they really look into what is out there, you know, they get freaked out about it. But open your mind, open your mind to what is out there because, you know, I look at it and I, I expect these things now to see the unusual because I always have it in my heart. Expect the unexpected because you got to understand we all are children of the light. And when you are children of the light, you are an infinite being. This avatar is just here on Mother Earth. But the infinite being can allow this avatar to heal if he gets attacked. This avatar can, you know, work with the spirit. But chances are you got to allow the spirit to control your body, not your body control your spirit. And when you do that, you know, open your mind, open your eyes. When you see the very disturbing things, first of all, do not be scared. Do not doubt it because it is for real. And when you find that disturbing event or thing, accept it. Accept it to where say, okay, and go with it. You know, it's it's like Alice in Wonderland going into the rabbit hole. Mr. Rabbit looked there and says, well, hello, how are you doing? The rabbit can talk. Of course. How do you think they communicate? Rabbit to rabbit. Just like we humans, we communicate human to human unless they're from a different country. And if that different country person don't understand English and you don't understand their tongue, then you'll eventually communicate sooner or later because there's many ways of communication. I just wanted to bring this out now because I'm going deep with it, but it's only going to be on our One Nation Tribal Alliance YouTube channel. I don't want to go Facebook. Yes, we have over 1,000 members on our Tribal Alliance, but YouTube channel, we're not that high yet. And to me, those that really want to learn are on the YouTube channel because they took the effort to get on and subscribe. And I'm not just saying this to get you onto my YouTube channel. No, I'm not. I just want to be able to openly talk to you about what I would, or share to you what I was taught, because there are many things that we need to understand. We need to continue seeking. Just don't stop at being awakened. Awakened is, I'm awakened, and that's it. I'm awoke, you know. But awakening, ing, means you continue to awaken every little bit at a time. And that's why when we teach the class, native alchemy and chakra, you know, we're trying to teach you to awaken and start awakening because, you know, we want you to understand the different methods of meditation, raising your energy. You know, I give exercises on the energy, on what to do, what you need to constantly do over and over and over again until it embeds in your spirit and in your body to where it comes naturally. Like meditation, when you walk, you can naturally meditate. You can naturally, you know, see the creation of everything to where you can see the creator, the father, or everything. When you pick up a rock, it's underneath. The creation of him is underneath the rock. When you pick up that wood that or that log that fell over a month ago, he's underneath that log. He's still in that log because that is what the creator's all about. You know, when you start communicating telepathically with the animals, start practicing that until when you hear them talk back to you and you hear it, the first thing you're going to say is, I'm going crazy. I'm hearing things. And then they'll laugh at you. You wanted it, you got it, and now you're doubting yourself, is what they're going to say. Don't do that. Accept it. When they talk back to you, say, yeah, yeah, you know, start talking with them. You know, the space beings, you know, we talk about them all the time. The government is coming out with it saying, yes, it's happening, it's happening. Why? Well, don't worry about why now, because now is a great awakening. 2020, great awakening. You know, the age of Aquarius, the great awakening. Balance. divine feminine, divine masculine, the balance. 2020. People started awakening. So let's keep that awakening going. This is what I want to start sharing with you. So our class, again, teaches you the basics. Once you awaken, teaches you the basics of, again, raising your vibration. I talk about energy. Energy is physical, mind over matter. I teach you exercises. You know, how do you do mind over matter? Attitude and gratitude. Not only that, I can tell you, having your mind control the body to where I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Talk yourself into it, or you can do it. Vibration. You know, a lot of things happen during vibration. Transformation happens during vibration. One of the things that I tell people, call a friend of yours a distance, 1,000 miles, 500 miles, 100 miles away. Call them. Tell them, do your favor. And they say, what? Tell them, stick out your tongue. And they stick out their tongue. I got a lemon, tell them, I got a lemon in my hand. I'm going to squeeze it on your tongue, okay? I'm going to pick a lemon drop in your tongue. Okay, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? And then if they say, yes, I'm ready, and I say, is your tongue stuck out? As far as you can, you say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, here I come with the lemon, here I come with the lemon. And they say, wait a minute, I'm not ready yet. They're going to say, I'm not either, hold on. And they're going to start. And why you talking about that lemon activating their saliva? Hmm? Hmm? Or an old thing that we always talk. Close your eyes. Tell me when you can feel me, you know, and say, I'm gonna come like this and I'm gonna give you a hug. Tell me when you feel me. Close your eyes. And when that person closes his eyes or blindfolded, you come on close and he goes, stop. And you look at him, you're about maybe 2 or 3 feet away from each other. He says, okay, that's your personal space. Some people have big personal space, some people don't. And this is some of the exercise that I give, you know, working on your emotion, you know, water, spirit. I'll give you exercises on that. When you start exercising some of these, when you continue to do over things repetitiously over and over and over again, it's like it's all said about the Emerald Tablets. When you first read it, it sounds wonderful. It's a wonderful story. But if you keep reading it over and over and over again, after the 100th times you read it, I guarantee you, the spirit of the book will talk to you about your awakening. The book of Solomon, same way. The book of Hermes, Medistus, same way. They tell you, read it over and over and over. And that's why I tell people, when I teach about who you are, you want to be a healer, keep practicing your own modalities over and over and over again until your energy starts working with the next dimension to the higher dimension and things starts happening in front of you and you accept it and you keep going forward and forward and forward. That's what I mean. When you can heal right in front of people's face and you look at their face, they may have a big old question mark, but you don't. You're so confident that you know the creator healed that person through you that your modality is, you know, thank you, Father, thank you, Mother. Gratitude. Get the attitude of gratitude when you heal that person. You know, teaching that person to heal themselves. You know, when you start talking to animals. So this is all I want to share with you right now. The next one, we're going to start breaking into why. So I want you all to start, thinking about this. Are you awakened? If you're awakened, just keep awakening so we can go ahead and, you know, be who we are because, you know, we're an infinite being. We're here for a reason. And the dark is after us for a reason because they want our essence. But if we keep awakening, they can't get our essence. They can't get to us. Because remember, he has to inquire before he comes after you. So this is just the beginning. My next post will just be on YouTube. So if you want to follow, go to One Nation Tribal Alliance YouTube. I'm gonna post this book on Facebook and YouTube so everybody can move over because this is gonna be, what I have been taught. I've been holding it back, but now, no, time is now. Time is now. So I love y'all, and all I ask is that continue to help each other rise from above.